Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 27th of May, 1974. And the title is The Words of Souls Who Are Instruments for World Benefit Are Always Beneficial. Do all of you have the experience of the difference between coming into sound and going beyond sound? The microphone was not working well. Look, if the sound is not accurate, you do not like it, do you? When there is even little thing that is not working well in the instrument, you do not like the sound that emerges from it, do you? In the same way, your mouth is also a mic. When accurate and diplomatic words do not emerge from the mouth, do you know what experience others have? Or are you not aware of that? Since you sometimes don't like the sound of the physical instruments, the sound or words that emerge automatically from your mouth should be experienced in the same way by yourself and by others. Can transformation take place from this moment if you realize this? What do you think? From this moment, wasteful words, words of expansion, words that waste your time, and words that blame others for your own weaknesses should be finished for all time. Every word of elevated souls is said to be an elevated version. Elevated versions mean versions that make you elevated. Elevated versions are not many words of expansion. Just as the seed of a tree is considered to be elevated, the seed does not have expansion, but has the essence of the tree merged within it. In the same way, elevated versions are not of expansion, but they are essence-full. Do you speak such words that are filled with essence, diplomacy, yoga power, love, self-respect, and awareness? Saryukt, yuktiyukt, yogyukt, shaktiyukt, snehyukt, swamanyukt, and smritiyukt. In today's world, special souls who attain a perishable status check their every word before they speak so that wrong words do not emerge from their lips. Words which might then become the basis of creating conflict in their country or amongst their companions. In the same way, you elevated souls are instruments for the elevated task of world benefit. Your stage in the world is very special. Let alone words of waste, you also have to check whether words that emerge from your lips are beneficial for yourself and for everyone else. However, according to the stage of the present time, no such words in which there is no benefit should emerge from your lips. You were told earlier also that the memorial of the importance of every word of you special souls is still continuing today. What is that memorial? What memorial on the path of bhakti of the importance of your every word? The Gita is the memorial of knowledge, and they speak of the importance of this in their practical life. Look, even today, Bhagats consider every word of elevated souls to be the absolute truth. They may be wasteful words or words of falsehood, but they still consider these words to be the words of elevated souls, and so they give them that importance. When did the memorial of considering every word of an elevated soul to be the absolute truth begin? First, the real things are put into practice, and then on the path of bhakti, Just their memorial remains. The real things don't remain anymore. Therefore, since even now, on the path of bhakti, so much importance is given to every word. You can see and hear of this even now, and in the final moments, there will be such words of importance filled with truth and world benefit. So, do you speak every word in this way? Day by day, the words that emerge from those who are becoming Maharathis and Mahavirs number-wise, according to effort, will become the truth. This does not happen at the moment because at present there is a lot of wastage and ordinary things emerging. When someone writes an article to be published in magazine, having written the article, the author checks it to see whether everything is written correctly and is impressive and whether it is according to the aim or the topic. In the same way, from Amrit vela until night, you also write an essay of your accounts through your practical thoughts, words, and actions. Every night, check everything that was recorded or written as to how impressive and powerful it was, and check how much was wasted. Do you have such checking? Bap Dada has, in an immersed form, the three forms of every recorded moment. That is, everything that has been recorded through your thoughts, words, and actions. What results was seen? Even now, half the result visible in 75% of the children is wasteful or ordinary. If word spoken becomes the absolute truth, then according to this result, you would become instruments to slacken or make ordinary the efforts of many souls. This is why, according to the drama, not everyone has this blessing as yet. There are very few souls, that is, only 25%, and even they have only begun to experience this elevated blessing slightly. Therefore, consider it to be your responsibility and give it that importance and pay attention to every word you speak. You may speak in an ordinary way, but because the words of you elevated souls come true, you bring loss to many souls. This is why, on the path of bhakti, together with the blessing, there is also the memorial of the curse. You are not giving them a curse, but your ordinary activity and words automatically become instruments to bring a loss. That is, because of your words and actions, ordinary souls who hear your words or see your activity go into the stage of descent. That is, they go into a stage whereby they stop making effort completely. In this way, they are cursed by you. What would you say if those souls who are instrumental for world benefit, even against their conscious wish or without thinking about it, become instrumental in bringing a curse to another soul? Would you call such a soul one who grants blessings? Therefore, this much attention and checking is absolutely essential at this time, because your elevated life now is for serving the world. Until now, you have used it for the self-service, for self-transformation, or while under the influence of your own sanskars and nature for making or spoiling your stage. That this has now gone by, now your every breath, every thought, every second, every action, all the powers and all the godly sanskars, your elevated nature and all the treasures you have attained so far should only be used for world service. If even now you are just using it for your own self, what reward would you receive? Would you become the master creators or the creation? The creation only exists for the self, whereas the creator exists for the creation. Those who do not become master creators now cannot become the masters of the world in the future. Now the time for the perfect stage or the final result is coming close. Bap Dada will not announce the result through words or on a piece of paper or write each one's number on the board. But how will the results be announced? You yourself, based upon your own worthiness and specialty, will automatically consider yourself to be worthy of a particular number and prove this yourself. Automatically, without even thinking about it, the result of the final number will emerge from your own lips, or it will be visible from your activity. Until now, you have been using the royal language of royal effort makers, but in a short time, the royal language will become real. The memorial of the royal effort makers from the previous kalpa is that no matter how much effort you make to create your stage in front of the mirror of truth, even the royal is visible as real. So in the future, the words attitude, vision, atmosphere, environment, and gathering of truth will be visible very clearly. That is, the Brahmin family will become like a palace of mirrors. The final result will automatically be announced in this way. At the moment, you are able to hide even large marks, stains. You are able to do that because the place of mirrors, which would allow the marks to be clearly visible from all sides, is not yet ready. When you step aside, the marks are hidden, that is, by moving aside from being in the front of the mirror, the sins are hidden. They are not really hidden, but you move aside and place yourself by thinking that they are now hidden. Baba also becomes the benefactor for the children and becomes ignorant of this fact, as though he does not know anything. If Baba were to say that he is aware of how long this mark has been there, or in what form it has been there, what would be the form of those who relate this to Baba? A method for relating this has been kept, but even if they wish to tell Baba, their mouth would close. Since Baba knows this, why does he listen to you? Because only when you speak of the actions and thoughts created by yourself will you then be able to step onto the ladder of realization. To realize something, to repent for something, or to ask for forgiveness for something are the same thing. This is why, in order to lighten yourself and bring about transformation, a method has been created to tell Baba everything. With this method, the increase of sins is reduced. Therefore, do you know what the results will be? If after the palace of mirrors is created, you look at yourself clearly and clear yourself. According to the drama, Bap Dada will also very clearly issue a challenge to those souls. So what will you be able to do then? Therefore, on the basis of realization, become very clear now. That is, lighten yourself of any burden. For only then will you be able to become the form of double light, the angelic form and the embodiment of soul consciousness. Acha, to the merciful children of the merciful Father, to those who are constantly elevated and clear mirrors, the embodiments of divinity, the embodiments of knowledge, the embodiments of constant cheerfulness, the spiritual images that attract and are free from all attraction, the embodiments of all divine virtues, the benefactors for all souls, the images of support for bringing benefit to such great and serviceable souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrances, good night, and namaste. Om Shanti.